gift, dear?
Well, let's see here. We'll take, yes, a little Cirrus, and, a touch of Nimble Stratus, and a dash of Cumulus. His name is Pegasus, and he's all yours, son.
Quiet on the set. Hello, YouTubers. Today is October 10th, and we are recapping Sunday, October 9th. My name is James.
And I'm Greg.
And we're from the Gate of Life worship team, and this is your Gate of Life recap.
Here's my heart, Lord. Speak what is.
So today was kind of a special day for our pre-kindergarten kids and our third grade kids as they receive their first Bible or the next Bible in kind of the
rotation of how it goes for the
evolution
Yes.
of Bibles
Yes.
from Charmander Bible to Charizard Ultimate Evolution Bible. I don't know, that was a nerd reference. I'm sorry, guys. It was a rough day, but we made it through. So thanks be to God, because today is all about giving thanks and coming back to Jesus when we do finally make it on the other side of that chasm of death and destruction.
So the first reading was from 2 Timothy today, talking about how Jesus was raised from the dead, being a descendant of David, being that the gospel is based about him, how people were to that have died and they also live with him. How they endure and how they also, revive with him, reign with him. Deny him and he will also deny us. How if we are faithless, he will always be faithful towards us, for he cannot deny himself. It reminds us of and warns us about many different things that can happen in our life. The good will outweigh the bad for anything that could possibly happen during our lifetime.
That's right. And it does close out, and I really like this part because it says to remind ourselves not to get caught wrangling over words, because those who are listening can be ruined by this. So to always kind of present ourselves in the way that we converse, the way we talk, as somebody that God would approve of. So the gospel today is from Luke, and it talks about how these 10 lepers come to Jesus as they're suffering from this disease, which is mentioned many times throughout the Bible as kind of the untouchable disease. Like, it's the one that no one wants to get close to because it's highly contagious and it's incredibly painful. So these 10 lepers come to Jesus saying, please heal us. Please take this disease away from us. And instead of just doing it right there, he says, how about you go seek a priest who can show that you are healthy and healing. And so they wander looking for priests that's even going to get close enough to them to examine to see if they're healed. And on the way, they're healed. Instead of going back to Christ, 9 out of 10 of these travelers, they go off somewhere else. They go back home. They go back to work. Even though Jesus healed them in this hard time, they didn't go back to thank him, and only one went back. And Jesus reminds them that truly you are saved, because you remembered, that it was
Giving thanks.
Yeah, I was giving thanks, and that's a big part of today, and all the lessons from, all the hardships that we're going through is that many times we're really good at praying when it's difficult times, asking for things, and then we can get complacent when things are going really, really good for us.
And not giving thanks.
Yeah, and not giving thanks. Remember that you are enjoying this part of your life because of everything that he has done for you, for getting you through the hard times.
Pastor Norm's children's service today was concerning giving thanks, and he was handing out candy. He gave candy to all the kids that came up and chose 2 out of the group of the kids that came up because he heard them say thank you. It doesn't hurt for us to be reminded and to remind, hey, thank you.
So the sermon today, Pastor Wall kind of continues on talking with the discussion with Luke, and just how Jesus told them to seek a priest. He didn't heal them right away, and I think a lot of times we're not still, and we don't wait, and we don't listen, and we don't let God kind of take control of our walks of life, and we kind of want to rush the answer. We want to rush the gifts that are given to us, and everything happens when it's supposed to. Pastor Wall also talked about gratitude, and how a lot of times we don't realize how many benefits come from being grateful and practicing that. So for me, I'm a behavioral therapist for a school here. One thing we do every Monday is we do a gratitude journal, and there's an understanding in psychology, and as Pastor Wall mentioned before, that when you're grateful and you practice being thankful for the things around you, whether it be warm bed or the sun in the sky or, you know, just a car that turns on in the morning. When you start recognizing all these little things that you're grateful for, there's so many benefits. And he named some of them, like some of them are physical health, psychologically you feel more healthy because we get caught into focusing on the negatives in our life a lot, that we completely steamroll the positives. And when you start kind of turning that around, life becomes brighter and the negatives become less of an obstacle for us to overcome. And just be thankful for the things that God has given us. You'll have better mental strength, better mental endurance, and you'll sleep better. It's also a great way to remind ourselves to be thankful for the things that God has given us.
Pastor Norm also told us a story about when he was a pastor in another church. He knew this lady named Vivian, and she always wanted to talk to him and kind of control the talk that they were going to have whenever he came to visit, because he'd always look to the left, there'd be a book or a magazine on a table, so he knew what the topics were going to be about that day when he came to visit. And her thing was being able to give to the church for their general fund or their mortgage fund or whatever, and she wanted him to know that she could afford this much money to give for these funds. And she had to talk with her son, who coincidentally is a member of Bethel Lutheran. I can't give that, but I can give this. Pastor Norm said, if that's what you can afford to do for the church for that, then yes, it's a gift that will be gratefully accepted. So the reading next week will be from Genesis chapter 32, verses 22 through 31.
And the gospel for next week is Luke chapter 18, verses 1 through 8. So just remember to be disciples of Christ, and that through Christ all things are possible. And of course, be salty, my friends. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Gate of Life Bethel Lutheran, and we post videos like this every single Monday for the service prior. Also, look us up on Facebook at Gate of Life, and you can keep up with any verses or YouTube videos like this through there too. Alright, we'll see you next week. Huge computer issues, and all I wanted to do was
Wrangle the words.
I just flipping tables.
All right. We were there for you.
All right.
We were there for you, James. As
Yes,
always.
you did screw it up. That was Derek. Come
Derek,
on.
come on, Derek.
There's this guy. These children who are going to rule this world someday are messing up our YouTube channel.